Welcome students, this is Shubhada. These are answers for the assignment 24. For the first question, consumer price index is 125 and for the second question it is 112.5. And consumer price index should be written always with a conclusion. Now, today I'm continuing with chapter 2 index numbers and session 25. From last two sessions we are discussing regarding the concept called consumer price index numbers. And today we are going to learn about family budget method. That is the second method of computing consumer price index. Family budget method. In this method, the formula for consumer price index is summation W into P divided by summation W, where capital P is price relative and the formula for price relative is capital P is equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. And W is represented by P0 into Q0. Nothing but it is the weight. And in family budget method, we are aware that base year expenditure or base year value is taken as weight. In different cases or in different problems, we come across different words which represent weight. For example, it may be simply the word weight, or it may be base year expenditure, which we have to treat it as W, or it may be base year expenses, or percentage expenditure, or the other word that may be there in a problem is budget, which should be treated as W, or average expenditure. Now we are starting with few problems to know how to find consumer price index under this technique called family budget method. And for the same, we are considering the first example. Compute consumer price index using the following data. The first column heading group, and we are having different group of items here quoted as food, housing, clothing, fuel and miscellaneous. The second column heading weight, and the values are 10, 5, 3, 7 and 5. The next column heading price, and it got two columns under it. The first is base year. So base year prices are 2000, 800, 400, 500 and 800. For current year, the prices are 2520, 1200, 500, 700 and 1000. If we observe this problem, which method to be used is not mentioned in the question. So we have to opt for a proper formula or method to find consumer price index. If we observe the given data, here prices for base year and current year is given with weights. So for that reason, we are opting for family budget method, which makes use of weights of different items. So here is the answer. We are writing the first column as it is with the heading group and the corresponding entries. In the second column, weight is mentioned with the notation W, and The third column speaks about base year price, which is noted by P0, and the next column speaks about current year price as P1. So up to here the data is given in the problem. For family budget method, the formula is summation WP divided by summation W. By this time we are aware W stands for weight and capital P stands for price relative, and price relative formula is P1 by P0 into 100. For the same reason, in the table, we are opting for the next column heading as capital P, which is equal to P1 by P0 into 100. Here, we start with price relative column. For the first group, food, current year price is 2520 should be divided by base year price, that is 2000, and this ratio should be multiplied by 100 and it results in 126. So for the group food, price relative is 126. Similarly, find price relative for the remaining groups. And here the calculation goes. For housing, it is 1200 divided by 800 multiplied by 100 is 150. The next one, 500 divided by 400 multiplied by 100 is 125. For fuel, it is 700 divided by 500 multiplied by 100 is 140. For the last group, it is 1000 divided by 800 multiplied by 100 results in 125. That completes calculation part of price relative column. Now let us calculate the next column details with the heading W into P. So here we had to multiply the price relative values with corresponding weight in the weight column. So here we go. For the first item or group, it is 126 multiplied by 10 results in 1260. 150 multiplied by 5 is 750. 125 multiplied by 3 is 375. 140 multiplied by 7 is 980, and for the last one, 125 multiplied by 5 is 625. Together, the total of all the values in this last column, that is WP, is mentioned by sigma WP is 3990. And the other value required to calculate the consumer price index is summation W, and if we club all the values in W column, that is 10, 5, 3, 7 and 5 together, it results in 30. Now substitute the values in consumer price index formula by family budget method, that is summation WP divided by summation W, which is equal to, the substituted values are 3990 divided by 30, which results in 133. So consumer price index is 133 for the given data. Therefore, the conclusion is cost of living index of a particular class for the current year increased by 33% as compared to the base year. That completes the working. Here is example 2. Calculate consumer price index for the following data by family budget method. The first column heading, expenses on different items are given as food, rent, clothing, fuel and others. The next column heading, year 1993, which is having two columns in it, price and quantity. Under price, the values are 120, 15, 50, 20 and 30. Quantities are 30, 10, 18, 20 and 30. The last column, for the year 1994, prices are 115, 15, again 15, 20 and 30. That completes the question. Now, among these two years given, that is 1993 and 1994, 1994 is the latest year, that's why it is treated as current year, and the other year 1993 is treated as base year. So the notations for these columns are, for the second column, that is price of base year, is represented by P naught, quantity of base year is represented by Q naught, and price of the current year is represented by P1. For this problem, we had to find consumer price index by family budget method, and the formula of family budget method to find consumer price index is summation WP divided by summation W, where capital P represents price relative and the formula for it is P1 divided by P naught into 100, and W stands for P naught into Q naught, nothing but base year value. If you observe the given data, there isn't weight given. Instead, we have P naught and Q naught values, that is, price and quantities of base years are given. So, we had to multiply those values to get the weights. And here is the answer part. Here in the first column, expenses on different items are given for food, rent, clothing, fuel and others. Then P naught values, Q naught as well as P1 values are mentioned with the notation. And consumer price index formula is summation WP divided by summation W. That's why we calculate W, that is weight, nothing but base year values using the formula W is equal to P naught into Q naught. That is the fifth column in this table. So, to find these values, multiply base year prices with corresponding base year quantities. Nothing but the first value, 120 into 30 is 3600, 15 into 10 is 150, 50 into 18 is 900, 20 into 20 is 400, and the last value 30 multiplied by 30 is 900. Sum up all the values in this column and we end up with writing summation W is equal to 5950. Now the next column is to create the price relative values for each and every item given, and the formula for price relative is given as P1 by P naught into 100. To find it, we had to consider base year price as well as current year price. Here goes the first calculation. For the first item food, P1 value is 115 divided by P naught value is 120 multiplied by 100 results in 95.83. The next value 15 divided by 50 multiplied by 100 is 100. The next value 15 divided by 50 multiplied by 100 is 30. The next 20 divided by 20 multiplied by 100 is 100, and the last item, that is others, has got the value as 30 divided by 30 multiplied by 100 results in 100. That completes calculation of all the values in price relative column. Now, the last step in this table is to create WP values. So, for the same, we created the last column with the heading W into P. So, we had to multiply W column values with corresponding price relative values. So, here we go. 3600 multiplied by 95.83 results in 3,44,988. 150 multiplied by 100 is 15,000. 900 multiplied by 30 is 27,000. 400 multiplied by 100 is 40,000. 900 multiplied by 100 is 90,000. Sum up all the values in this WP column and summation WP is equal to 516988. It is nothing but 5,16,988. Now substitute the values of summation WP as well as summation W in the given formula. Substitute and we end up writing it is in the numerator 516988 divided by 5950 results in 86.89. Nothing but consumer price index for the given data is 86.89. Therefore, the conclusion is cost of living index of a particular class for the current year is decreased by 3.11%, that is 13.11% as compared to the base year. That completes the work. Now we consider example 3. Here is the question. An enquiry into the budget of the middle class families in a certain city in India gave the following information. Items column having the entries as food, fuel, clothing, rent and miscellaneous. The corresponding percentage expenditure are 35, 10, 20, 15 and 20. The next column heading is price given in rupees and got two columns under it with 1995 as first year and 1996 as another year. For 1995, prices are 150, 25, 75, 30 and 40. For the year 1996, prices are 145, 23, 65, 30 and 45. The question is, what is the cost of living index number of 1996 as compared with that of 1995 using family budget method? Students, if you observe the complete data given in the table, we can guess prices of 1995 and 1996 in the last two columns can be noted as P0 and P1 respectively, because among the two given years 1996 is the latest year which we treat it as current year and 1995 as base year. The remaining column is percentage expenditure, nothing but we mention it with the notation W. So hope you remember our discussion saying W. The name for it can be percentage expenditure. And here is the answer part. In this question, percentage expenditures are given and which we treat it as weight. That's why the notation is W. And then let us start with the table part. The first column presenting items. Then we got W column, nothing but percentage expenditures given, and then P0 and P1 values are present, nothing but they are the prices of base year and current year. As we are aware, the consumer price index formula under family budget method is summation WP divided by summation W. We need to calculate the price relative. That's why we have created here the fourth column heading as price relative capital P presented with the formula P1 by P0 into 100, and the calculation goes in this way. For the first item food, P1 value is 145 divided by P0 value is 150 multiplied by 100 results in 96.67. For further calculation, here we go. 23 divided by 25 multiplied by 100 is 92. 65 divided by 75 multiplied by 100 is 86.67. 30 divided by 30 multiplied by 100 is 100. 45 divided by 40 multiplied by 100 is 112.5. That completes calculation of all the values in price relative column. Now we require total of WP values. That's why we create the next and the last column as with the heading WP, nothing but product of weight and price relative. Here we go. For the first item food, W value is 35 and price relative is 96.67. Multiplication of these two values results in 3383.45. For the second item fuel, it is 10 multiplied by 92 results in 920. The next value 20 multiplied by 86.67 results in 1733.4. The next 15 into 100 is 1500. 20 multiplied by 112.5 results in 2250. Sum up all the values in this column WP and the total results in 9786.85. Now, before substituting this value in the formula, we had to calculate what is the total of W column. And total of W column, nothing but percentage expenditure. That means expenditures are given in percentage form should result in 100. Now let us check whether sum of all these percentage expenditure values given in W column results in 100. Sum up all the values in W column, nothing but 35 plus 10 plus 20 plus 15 plus 20 results in 100. So we are done with summation W being 100. Now substitute the values in the formula. It is summation WP is 9786.85 divided by summation W is 100. This results in consumer price index being 97.87. Therefore, we write the conclusion saying the cost of living has reduced by 2.13% in 1996 as compared to 1995. This completes the answer part. With this, we are opting for assignment number 25 and I am going to give you few problems relating to today's discussion. Here we go. The first problem under assignment, construct consumer price index using family budget method. Items are A, B, C, D, E and F. And the next column heading, year 2010, it got two columns under it, price and quantity. For 2010, prices are 8, 6, 5, 48, 15, and 9. Quantities are 100, 25, 10, 20, 25 and 30. The next column heading year 2015 and its prices are 12, 7, 5, 52, 16 and 27. Problem number 2. Construct consumer price index using family budget method. First column heading items. They are food, clothing, house rent, fuel and others. For 2013, expenses are 60, 40, 10, 64 and 10. Prices are 5, 8, 10, again 8 and 2. For the year 2015, prices are 6, 10, 12, 10 and 3. That completes the assignment and I expect you to solve these problems and check the answers in the next session. Thank you.